98.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
For the second consecutive game, the Paoli Lady Rams find themselves on the road. And on this Thanksgiving Eve, they've made the trip over to Shoals to take on the Lady Jugrocks. Both teams in desperate need of a win. Both teams looking for that first win. And one thing we know for sure, one of those will get that first win of the season here tonight. Good evening from Shoals High School. Dave Dedrick along with Bert Pettigo. It's time now for Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com. And ask Alexa to play 95.3 WUME. For the Rams, that record is 0-6. For Shoals, it is 0-5. And for the Jugrocks, Bert, like the Rams, it's been a struggle to score points here in the early part of the season.
Yes, it has. And they're scoring 21 points per game. And, you know, it's a combination of factors. First off, not making shots, and then secondly, not getting shots. Handling the basketball has been a problem for them at times in the half court especially. So we'll see if maybe Paoli doesn't ratchet up that defense a little bit. Hopefully, the Lady Rams, they'll be able to take advantage of some turnovers, maybe get some easy points of their own, because Paoli has struggled to score at times as well. But it's starting to come around. We saw last time out against Austin, Paoli scored a season high, better than 30 points, and that was against a pretty good ball club. So hopefully the offense is starting to come around, and the defense, hopefully, that pays some dividends tonight.
And speaking of defense, the Rams, of course, have been all zone here in this first 6 games. May see a little bit of a change there.
Yep.
Coach Donovan Cruz would like to work in some man-to-man, and hopefully we'll see that. And as Bert mentioned, a little bit more pressure and maybe even pick up the tempo. So a lot of things on the drawing board tonight that the Rams may try for the first time this season, hoping to get that first win of the year. Had a chance to talk with head coach Kyle Turpin of Shoals and Donovan Cruz of Paoli. And as we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time, we'll get the thoughts of both head coaches tonight. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2-to-1. That means for every dollar you give, the Lilly Endowment will match it with 2 more, tripling your impact. This matching opportunity won't last long. Contact us at 723-4150 or visit our website at occf-in.org for more information. Your contribution today will support vital Orange County programs and services for years to come. Join us in building a better community together.
Pregame show rolls on as we talk with Shoals head basketball coach Kyle Turpin, his team at home tonight to take on the Lady Rams, and we'll get into that matchup in just a few minutes. But, Coach, if we look at records, you've got almost identical. Has Paoli kind of tough to get wins here early on for your team?
Yeah, definitely. Somebody's coming out here with their first win for the season, so, I know we're both kind of trying to rebuild and find our way, so see what happens.
Coach, as you prepared for this season, what are some of the big obstacles that you thought, okay, we got to overcome these to be a good team by the end of the year?
Yeah, definitely ball handling was the biggest one, losing, a lot of our ball handling from last season. And, defensively, I think after these first couple games, we're trying to figure that out. So we got to get some more stops. And
you're like Baylor, though. You struggle to score, don't you?
Yeah, we're definitely struggling to score, and turnovers have been a big problem. So that's why, the ball handling's been kind of an issue, and we're working on that.
Through 5 games, though, Coach, what do you like about this team, and what have you done well so far?
Yeah, we're playing well together, and at times we get good ball movement, and we've got a lot of good looks a lot of times, and the ball just don't go through the hoop. So, yeah, we're coming together, I think.
Coach, as you enter tonight's game, what kind of steps forward do you want to see your team make tonight?
Yeah, I think it's still with the ball handling, keeping turnovers down, and just effort for the whole game and playing hard.
Offensively, defensively, what do you try and do out on the court?
We're going to mix it up, obviously. I mean, offensively, we got a couple of continuous motion offenses we run and stuff like that. So, depends on what Donovan does with his kids. So,
as we look at your team, Coach, tonight, see him out on the floor, who has to play well for you to be successful?
Really, all 5 girls going to have to play well. I mean, we got Emma McNabb's out with ankle injury, so everybody's going to kind of have to step it up. She's big defensively for us and rebounding and under the basket. So, yeah.
Coach, you're a team that's got to have it in the half court, or will you try and move it up and down the court?
I don't know. It's one of those things where in your mind you want to play fast and push it some, but it's probably going to be more of a half-court game tonight.
Well, what about your matchup with Paoli tonight?
Yeah, I expect, they're always a team that puts a lot of pressure on you defensively, and I expect that to be the case tonight, so we got to be able to handle that, and I expect them to maybe push, and the Hopper girls, she's big for them, so we got to focus on her too.
Line up for your ball club tonight?
Yeah, we'll be starting Ava Perry, Bella Newland, Dixie Riggins, Gianna Floyd, and who's the other one?
You took my roster, man.
Took my roster. Floyd, Riggins, Newland, Perry.
Oh, we'll get it here. So,
yeah.
Then, how deep will you go off your bench, Coach?
Probably just one off the bench with Rastico. So, yeah, can't think of who the other one is. Awful of me.
That's all right. You'll get it here. You mentioned you had one out injury. She going to be out long for you, or what's that going to prognosis look like?
Yeah, she's looking at 2 weeks out. So, yeah.
And be a big player back there when she comes to help you out?
Yeah, definitely. She defensively for her, she's big, and so yeah, she's got length, so definitely got to have her.
Coach Turpin, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Dave.
Head Coach Kyle Turpin of Shoals. Stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595. Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Looking to make a difference, Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand
that matchup in just a few minutes. But Coach ventured out on the road for the first time this last Friday night, took on a very good team in Austin.
Yeah, we did. It was our first road game of the year, and like you said, it was a very good team. I think they were number 2 in the state, and we found out how good they were. I mean, we'd seen them on film, I'd seen them live, and I knew they were really good. They returned all their starters from last year, and then they had the Owens girl that had been averaging over 30 a game, and one of the best players in Southern Indiana, if not the state. So they're a very good team. They had some size, the experience definitely helps. But we found some bright spots, and we played them tough, for the first half. And at the end of the day, our youth and inexperience definitely showed, and we knew it would, early in the year. And of course, with Maddie's injury, we're even younger than what we thought we would be, but it is what it is, and we just still got to keep our focus on the end prize and the end goal, and continue to get better and just keep chipping away and make sure that we're improving every day. And I think we've seen that so far. And, I think there was a lot of bright spots against Austin, an Austin team that has dominated a lot of teams. And I know the score may look like they dominated us, but really they didn't. You know, it wasn't a 30-point game. I think it was a 12-point game at halftime. We had to lead at the end of the first quarter. So we made them do some things they probably weren't expecting to have to do. And we just try to build on that.
As you mentioned, Coach, it wasn't a win, but there were positives taken from this ball game.
Yeah, there was. You know, one of our main goals was not to let them have a big first quarter because we've seen them have, you know, I think against South Ripley, me and Avery went and watched, and I think they scored 25 or 27 in the first quarter. I mean, just came out like gangbusters. So they were notorious for big first quarters, just coming out on fire, throwing threes in from everywhere. So we want to make sure that didn't happen, and it didn't. Like I say, you know, we had the quarter, I think it was a 13-12 in the first quarter. So we, you know, not only did we slow them down, but we had to lead. So we were right where we wanted to be. And, you know, we had some silly turnovers, you know, probably inexperienced young turnovers there in the second quarter that allowed them to get a little bit of lead at halftime, but we still felt like we were in a good position there in the first, or, you know, at halftime. There was a lot of good things. You know, they had their starters in till, you know, 2-3 minutes to go, and they were still pressing in the second half. So like I say, we made them do some things that they probably didn't expect they would have to do. So that's one thing that we can build on. And, you know, like I say, you know, that's one of the better teams that we're going to play all year. So if we can build on that, I think we should be fine.
Come in tonight, Coach, again on the road, as we mentioned, take you on a Shoals Jug Rocks team.
Yeah, Shoals, and again, a Shoals Jug Rocks team that's very experienced. I think they're going to start 4 seniors, which is a lot to be starting, so they're going to be experienced. You know, they're led by the Perry girl, and obviously those girls have been around for a while and are used to the system and stuff. And, you know, they're a team that, is scrappy, and they're going to, you know, they don't really have much to lose. You know, they're not expected to win, and so they're going to play hard. And you know, if you let your guard down, they're going to slip up and get you. You know, and they're going to get some buckets that you don't think that they should get, and next thing you know, it could be a close game. So we're going to have to be ready to go, you know, and hopefully we shouldn't be overconfident, but you just never know with 15, 16, 17-year-old girls, you know, how it's going to be. But we've talked about just getting better every day, and as long as we worry about that, you know, I think the outcome will end up the way we want it.
What do you want to see your girls get better at tonight, Coach?
We're going to try to start doing a few different things. We've started working them in the last few practices, and I think we're in a stretch now that it's time to try to implement them in the game. So we're going to start pressing just a little bit on makes and misses. Our transition game is one thing that really killed us against Austin, and we've tried to in the past slow that down by having what we call get back girls, but by doing that, you'll see our stats. We only have, 3 or 4, maybe 4 offensive rebounds a game because we leave 1 or 2 kids down there to rebound. We're trying to get everybody back so we don't give up an easy one on the other end. So what we're going to try to do is try to press them from make or miss and try to slow them down that way. We'll still have a get-back girl, but we're going to try to keep 3 or 4 girls down there to rebound and get right into our press. So that's one of the things we're going to do. We're also going to we're going to go out on a limb and try to play a little bit of man-to-man. I think there's some teams on our schedule that we're going to have to play man-to-man and probably need to, and we just can't be I don't think our defense has been pretty decent this year, but I don't know that it's good enough, especially with our size, to just be stuck on one defense. I think we're going to have to try to mix it up here and there with a lot of teams on our schedule and possibly to win a sectional. So we're going to start working that in, and hopefully that, will work out. Like I said, we've been working on it in practice for a while. We just haven't put it in the game, but I think it's time to throw it in there and see what happens.
Good news, last couple of games, Coach, saw the offense starting to get a little uptick as well.
Yeah, we're starting to hit some shots, which always helps. And, it's kind of frustrating because when you look back the first couple of games, you think, man, if we'd have shot like that the first couple of games, we probably would have won them. But, it is what it is, and we've really took pride in our shooting the last, probably week and a half or so. The girls have really started concentrating and working on it. I've kind of challenged them. Of course, us as coaches, we put in a lot more shooting drills and then just kind of set some stuff aside, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. But we feel like you got at the end of the day, you got to hit shots. When you're not a big team, your defense can only do so much and can only hold a team in check for so long, and eventually it comes down to you got to hit some shots. So we hit a lot of shots last game. Scored 37 against number 2 team in 2A, and we finally got Jericho going, which is what we need. We need her to lead us. So she had a big game. I think we hit 4 or 5 threes. Got Kaylin Kaylin Hannon going again. We've really been working with her on her shot. Her shot was a lot better this summer and kind of fell off, but it's starting to come back around. So that will just start opening up things for other girls, and they will have open shots, and they'll have more time to get shots off. So hopefully we can just continue to get that, keep that going and build on what we've had going the last couple games.
Line up for your Rams tonight.
We'll go with Addie Payton and Lily Hall at guards. We'll go with Avery Cruz, Kaylin Hannon, and Jericho Hopper at forwards.
Then off the bench?
Off the bench, we'll have Jay Walker, Terriana Burkhead. We'll bring in Jada Smith as well, and we're going to address Sunday Asbell tonight and see. She's had some really nice JV games, and it's a kid that can bring some energy to the floor, especially on the defensive end. So we're going to address her tonight, and we may throw her in there and just see how she handles it. We may end up with 3 freshmen out there tonight. We had 2 out there the other night, but we knew we were going to have some growing pains with these freshmen, but they've handled it really well. So we may see how Sunday does tonight.
Coach, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Head Coach Donovan Cruz of Paoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Team OC pregame. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best dressed burgers in town. For the visiting Paoli Lady Rams tonight, at forward, number 10, Avery Cruz, 5'4" and a senior, averaging 2.3. Also up front, number 20, Jericho Hopper, 5'8" and a senior, averaging 9.6. 3-guard lineup, number 3, Kaylin Hannon, 5'4" and a freshman, 3.2 average. Number 5 is Addie Payton, 5'5" and a sophomore, 1.2. And number 12, Willie Hall, 5'4" and a senior, 4.8. For head coach Donovan Cruz and the Paoli Lady Rams. For the homestanding Shoals Lady Jug Rocks, at forward, 21, Bella Newland. She is a senior. The other forwards, number 32, Dixie Riggins, a sophomore. 3-guard lineup, number 12, senior, Taylor Marshman. Number 24, their best player and leading scorer is Ava Perry. And another senior rounding out the starting lineup, Gianna Floyd. She is a senior as well for head coach Kyle Turpin. Rams are 0-6. The Lady Jug Rocks are 0-5, and somebody's going to come out with a big win to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. Our starters have been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, home of the best dressed burger in town on West Main Street in Paoli. And to take us through tonight's ball game, here's Bert Pedigo.
All right, tip 1 by Paoli. They get first crack at the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Hall, right side, 3 is up and good.
That's a good start.
That is a great start. Paoli out in front, 3-0. We're about 20 seconds into it. In backcourt, Floyd lost it, and it's going to go out of bounds across the way, and that'll be turnover number 1 against Shoals, and that has been a problem for this Lady Jug Rocks team all year long.
Good to see that first shot go down. The Rams had a good first quarter at Austin. Hopefully we'll carry that over here tonight.
In the front court, they get it to the left side. There's Hopper with it, out to Hall. Hall works it over to Hannon. Hannon picked up out front, gets it into the post, and the pass thrown away as it got away from Hopper. Hopper's pass picked off by Perry. Shoals runs the other way. Marshman left side along 2 is no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Hopper of Paoli. Quickly to Hannon in front court, bringing around to the left side to Hall. Hall waits. Hannon pops free, left corner. Her three on the way is no good. And the rebound underneath, taken down by Shoals. Perry has it. She'll bring it forward herself, gets it over to Newland, and Paoli will set in their half-court defense. Can't tell exactly what they're doing
go
right now.
man-to-man.
I think a couple of them had it zone, and then they switched up on the fly. Ball got loose in front court, but there to recover for Shoals is Floyd. She lost control of it, saved it inbounds to Newland, and now they can reset again as Paoli continues to pressure out front. Out front with it is Marshman, hands it off to Perry. Paoli is switching in the man-to-man. Get it to Riggins at the high post. She's used up the dribble, gets the pass off to Floyd. Floyd driving in, and as she went in, she was bumped and fouled, and looks like she's going to get a chance at the free throw line.
Foul going to go on Kaylin Hannon, they're going to put it on 5, Addie Payton. That'll be her first, team foul number 1. There's that motion offense that Coach Turpin talked about. Rams, they may have to play a lot of defense tonight because the Lady Jugrocks will be very patient on the offensive end. That is, if they can keep control of the basketball.
Yeah. Floyd gets the first to fall, gets it to a 3-1 score in favor of Paoli. Played nearly 2 minutes of the first quarter. Early start tonight. Shoals doesn't have the JV team, so we start at 6. And on the second free throw, a line violation as Floyd was over the line, and the score will remain at 3-1. Give it over to Paoli.
Got in that situation where if you're a shooter, you know it's going to be off, and you want to be the first one there, but you got to wait until it hits that rim before you can step across that line.
Paoli brings it into the front court. 2-3 zone defense being played by Shoals. Left side, Hall has it to the free throw line, and just as Cruz was ready to go up with it, the ball was stripped away and taken away, and now a wild pass into front court that's going to go out of bounds, and the two teams will exchange the turnovers.
Rams look like they're going their zone offense, going to attack this 2-3. They want to get it into the high post. They've been able to do that, but unfortunately, both times that they've got it in there, they've had a turnover.
All right, Cruz has it in front court. Shoals is set defensively. Payton, she's got it on the far sideline. To the high post they go to Cruz. Fan it back out to Hannon. Left side, Hall. Another three is no good. Rebound, Cruz has it, fires it out to Hall. Over to Hopper. Hopper spins to the lane. Left-handed on the way is no good. And the rebound controlled underneath by Perry. Paoli had a couple of shots, couldn't get one to fall. Now the ball is loose in backcourt. Perry finally puts a handle on it for Shoals. Ahead to Floyd. Floyd with numbers over to Marshman. Long two is around and out. No good. And Cruz another rebound for Paoli. Quickly out to Payton. She runs it up the far sideline. Now to the middle of the court and hand it off to Hannon. Hannon. Ball overhead, works to the middle of the court, skips it over to Payton. Payton fakes the three, drives in, kicks it out to Hopper. Hopper fakes three, drives to the free throw line and back out front to Hall, and now around to Payton. Now out Hannon, three on the way right side is an air ball, no good. It's going out of bounds and over to Shoals.
Rams are hopeful that Kaylin Hannon would continue that good shooting that she had at Austin, off to a tough start 0 for 2 tonight. Hopefully she'll be able to relax a little bit and get one to fall pretty soon.
4:45 to go in the first quarter. Paoli with a 3-1 lead. They had her trapped right there at the midcourt stripe. Marshman picked up the dribble in the wrong spot, was able to throw it off of a leg of a Paoli player. It goes out of bounds and will stay with Shoals. Perry, she'll step out of bounds to do the honors right in front of Coach Donovan Cruz. Gets it into Floyd. Floyd out at the midcourt circle. Gets around one, around another. Drives in and is tripped as she went to the bucket. And looks like she'll be rewarded with a couple of more free throws.
That hip check foul will go on Avery Cruz, number 10. That'll be her first, team foul number 2 of this quarter. And we'll put Shoals back at the free throw. Nope, they're going to say common foul underneath, okay?
I thought she was getting ready to shoot
it. I did too.
All right, substitution. Cruz is going out. And Jada Smith will see her first action of the night. Get it into Floyd. Floyd is left of the key. Can't get through with the dribble. Now has lost it. Finally fumbled it, and travel is going to be called. She just could not put a handle on it, and that's 3 turnovers already against Shoals.
I thought she passed it to herself anyway, right before that travel was called. either way, again, as Coach Turpin said, turnovers have been an issue, and so far they are early for his team here at home.
Left side, Peyton has it for Paoli into the front court. Hall on the right wing. Looks for Hopper. Got it down to her. She's double-teamed. Has used up the dribble. Out to Hall. Right corner three is on the way. It's short. No good. Hopper, nice rebound, going to get it. She's going to spin back to the lane. It got away from her. Loose on the baseline. And there to recover for Paoli is Smith. Hopper now at the top of the key. She fakes three. Got in the lane. Had it knocked away, but recovers over to Hall. A three left corner. No good. Rebound underneath contested. Riggins came down with it, and her pass is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Shoals as Hannon touched it last.
Rams getting good looks. Again, just struggling from the field tonight. They're 0 for 1 from two-point range early on, and just 1 out of 6 from behind the arc.
Paoli extends full court pressure. Haven't seen a lot of this year, and they're going to get a turnover as Cruz comes up with it finally. It went between her legs, and she turned around. It went between her legs the other way, and finally able to come up with it, and that's now 4 turnovers against Shoals.
And the Shoals player nearly pushed her on the floor.
Smith, right side three is no good. Ball tipped around, and Hopper comes down with the rebound. She's going to the bucket. Shot up good. Count it. And a chance for a three-point play. That's her first 2 of the night.
Something Coach Cruz talked about, keeping everybody down, going after those offensive rebounds. And that's the first basket of the night for Hopper. That foul will be whistled on Ava Perry. That'll be her first and team foul number 1.
Free throw by Hopper, up and good. So she converts the three-point trip, and Paoli's up 6-1 now. And Perry's in backcourt. Perry has it. It got knocked away. Hannon comes up with it. She's going to drive in. Perry defensively comes back to block. That shot out of bounds. Paoli will get to try it again.
Rams, though, getting something out of their defense, and hopefully will lead to some easy baskets on the offense that maybe will get them going and be able to get into a rhythm and get some long-range shots to fall as Hannon will come out and haul back in as Coach Cruz gets into that rotation here to keep his team fresh, now trying to put on more pressure.
Hall lobs in the lane to Hopper. Shot up, no good. Got her own rebound. Back up in traffic. It would not fall, and a rebound foul going to be called. And that time Jericho went over the back and will be called for the personal foul.
Just a little frustration. Jericho had 2 point-blank range shots, and they both just kind of rolled around on the rim and wouldn't fall. As she got that previous basket to fall, but there missed 2 easy ones I know she would love to have back.
Paoli, 2-2-1, full court pressure, and they get a tip away and a takeaway. Hall with it, shot off the glass is up and good. Turnover to a quick 2. She's got 5, and Paoli's up 8-1. 2:50 to go in quarter number 1. Left side, Floyd has it, fires it into front court. Ball got loose again, and there to pick it up is Smith. Smith tied up by Riggins, and this time the jump ball will favor Shoals.
You know, we really haven't talked a lot about Lily Hall, but she's probably been the most consistent player, at least offensively, that the Rams have had here through the first 6 games, and she's off to a good start in this first quarter with 5.
Bring it into Floyd underneath, forced the shot up. It hit the bottom of the board, no good. Hopper with the rebound. She reigns forward with it herself. Lobs left side. There with it is Peyton. Back out to Hopper. She'll try a long 3 that's no good. Rebound, Shoals underneath. They've got it. Marshman into front court. She's used up her dribble, and they're going to take it away. Peyton comes up with it. Scoop it ahead to Hall, who will go under and miss the layup. Got pressured late, and the rebound comes down to Shoals. Quickly into front court. They get it to Newland. Newland works on the right side. Passes back out front to Floyd. Fired it back to Marshman off her foot. It goes out of bounds, and it was actually last touched by Hall, who just wasn't able to stop it in time.
Well, the most aggressive that we've seen the Rams in their half-court defense with this man-to-man, they kind of realize that they can put some pressure on the Lady Jug Rocks. They will have trouble handling the basketball. Timeout taken by Shoals, 2:03 to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard in this first quarter. Rams are on top, 8-1. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
2:03 to go here in this first quarter of play. See what Shoals wants to do out of the timeout. See, interesting if the Rams may switch their defense, but it looks like they're going to stay in that man-to-man defense.
It's been good for them so far, and have caused 7 turnovers for Shoals, and they just got another one. Mark it down as Hall comes up with a loose basketball. She'll bring it across the midcourt stripe, and Paoli sets. Looks like Shoals, they're going to stay in that 2-3. Right side, Smith tries a 3. It's no good. Riggins down with the rebound underneath for Shoals. Outlet pass to Floyd. Floyd bobbled it for a second, gets it back, fires it ahead. Newland's got it. Had an open player down low, but Smith able to tip it away, and it actually went out off of Newland, and that's going to be 8 turnovers now against Shoals.
Nice job by Jada just to keep with it, as you mentioned. Got that initial deflection, then came down and threw it off the leg of the player from Shoals, and that's another big turnover. Let's see if the Rams can get some shots to finally fall. They've got a lot of them. They just haven't got a good average to go in.
Payton dumps it down low to Hannon, out to Hopper. She'll fake the 3, drives in, kicks it left side. Cruz open, long 2, no good. It did everything but go in, and the rebound controlled underneath by Shoals. So, again, 1 and done for Paoli. Wild pass into front court that Marshman has to track down in the corner. She's got it. Now drives baseline. Pushes her way through, gets it out to Newland. She'll try a 2 that's too hard, no good. And Smith the rebound for Paoli. She'll bring it forward herself, kicks it left side to Hannon. Hannon, couple of bounces, brings it to the middle of the court to Hopper. Hopper right back to Hannon, now right side to Cruz. Cruz looks down, has Hopper posted up. She fans it out to Payton. Payton fakes 3, dumps it right back down into Hopper, who spins to the lane and puts it up and in. Hopper with 2 more. She's got 5, and Paoli's up 10-1 with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shoals into the offensive end. Marshman, she lost it. Taken away. Good defense. There with it is Payton into front court. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. See if Paoli wants to think about holding for 1 as Cruz had it knocked away from her into back court. She goes and gets it. And now Paoli will set again. Down to 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Hopper at the midcourt circle. Over to Payton. Payton, ball overhead with 6 seconds to go in the quarter now. Back out front to Smith. Smith left side, and, she traveled. That's going to be the second turnover of the night against Paoli.
Well, Jada knew that she had a teammate open on that left side, but she also knew that the clock was winding down and kind of caught that out of the corner of her eye and just hurried up too much, and that caused her to shuffle her pivot foot.
Got down to 2 seconds left in the quarter. The ball passed inbounds, got away from Marshman, and just as Hannon was running it down, the horn sounds, and that's the way the first quarter will end. Paoli up 10-1 on Shoals. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
One quarter in the books, and a good start for Paoli as they are out to a 10-1 lead on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli forced 9 turnovers in that first quarter of play compared to only 2 that they gave back. Rebounding battle is about even. Paoli has done a good job on the offensive board so far. with 4 of their 9 rebounds being offensive. Paoli will begin second quarter with possession of the basketball. Lily Hall has got it. She made a 3 in that first quarter. Back out to Hannon to Hall. Hall, couple of ball fakes, over to Peyton. Right side 3 is too hard, no good. And the rebound taken down underneath by Newland of Shoals. She waits. Now will try to bring it forward. Has used up her dribble. Gets it to Perry. Still in backcourt. Her pass wide of the target of Marshman. It goes out of bounds, and 10 turnovers against Shoals now.
Rams were 3 out of 8 from two-point range for 38% in the first quarter. 1 out of 9 behind the arc for 11%. 1 out of 1 at the line. Shoals was 0 for 4 from two-point range. Did not take a 3, and 1 out of 2 at the stripe.
Paoli to the offensive end. Hall works with it out front. Had it knocked away, but gets it back. Over to Peyton in the corner to Hannon. Tried to dump it down low to Hopper. She's got it. Over to Cruz. Cruz drives in. Got to the bucket and laid it up and in. Avery with her first 2, and it's a 12-1 Paoli lead with 7:08 to go in the first half of play. In backcourt, Shoals with it. Newland gets it into front court down the right sideline. Now she's used up her dribble and threw it into backcourt. And it will be an over and back violation and 11 turnovers against Shoals.
And all Coach Turpin can do is just kind of pace the sideline, thinking, man, I've seen this way too much, not only tonight, but the entire season. But give the Rams credit. They just continue to put on that pressure, and they'll see if they can take advantage of another turnover here against the Jugrocks, who, once again, still lay back in that 2-3 zone.
Hall, left side 3 is going to be wide of the mark. No good. Went in, got her own rebound, though. And now Paoli will get another shot at it. Hopper drives in. Free throw line jumper is good. She's got 7, and Paoli's up 14-1. 6:35 to go in the first half. Now a breakaway the other way as they got through the pressure, and Marshman was there to lay it up and in. She's got her first 2, and a 14-3 score in favor of Paoli. Quick timeout taken by Paoli. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than In Focus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At In Focus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. In Focus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Lady Rams enjoy an 11-point lead here. 6:29 remaining. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard in this second quarter of play. Out of the timeout, looks like Shoals going to extend their defense and put on some full-court pressure.
See if they can turn over Paoli. Get it in, and what was the violation? Did she step on the line?
No, I think Jericho pushed off.
Okay, yeah, foul on Jericho. I thought that Avery might have been moving at the time, but no, a foul called.
They used that off arm to create some space, and that's a tough one because that gives her 2 here with 6:29 to go before half. So Jericho, who takes 7 points to the bench, will have to sit for a while.
And Terriana Burkhead will come in and take her place. Get it into Newland. About a 10-foot jumper in the lane, no good. Annan with the rebound for Paoli. She'll bring it across the timeline. Right side, gets it there to Peyton. Down low to Burkhead, and she had it knocked away and taken away. Ball's going to be stolen back, though, as Hall comes up with it. Her shot no good. Got her own rebound. Had it knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Paoli.
Good job by the Rams just kind of hanging back that time, and Lily Hall was able to pick off that pass. Let's see if the Rams can run a good out-of-bounds play to give an easy basket.
Hannon, she'll do the honors, brings it into Cruz on the right side. Back out front there to Hannon. Hannon gets away from one, away from another. Now passes over to Peyton, and Peyton will work it to the right side. Peyton has used up her dribble, needs some help, gets it out front to Hannon, over to Hall. Hall thought about that 3, didn't pull the trigger on it, brings it back out to Hannon, who will fire 3 and make it. Knock that one down. That's a good sight to see. She's got her first points of the night, and Paoli now is up 17-3. The other way, the ball's tipped away and taken away as Cruz comes up with the loose basketball. Paoli tries to force it ahead, but they're going to lose it right back as Floyd takes it away. And now Perry to the offensive end for Shoals. Spins into the lane. Got to the bucket. Shot off the glass is no good. Nothing but purple underneath. Hall has it. Hands it off to Hannon, and Paoli will walk it forward. with a 14-point lead. 5:15 to go in the first half. Hall has it on the right wing into Burkhead. Baseline, they go to Cruz. Back out to Hall for another three that's good. She's made a couple of them tonight. She's got 8 points, and it's now a 20-3 Paoli lead with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Quickly the other way, Floyd leaves it off for Newland. She's used up her dribble and gets it back to Floyd. Floyd drives it on the baseline. Her pass tipped away and taken away as Hall comes up with it, and Paoli will run the other way. Payton across the midcourt stripe, ahead to Burkhead. Burkhead in the lane, shot up, good, count it, and a chance for a three-point play as she gets her first two of the night.
Nice job by Terriana to play through contact that time underneath as the Rams run the floor and get a fast break basket, and that will put Burkhead at the line, and that will be just her first basket of the ball game. But the Rams off to a good start here in this second quarter of play, already right now on a 10-2 run.
And make it a 22-3 lead for Paoli as Burkhead steps up to the free throw line, shot up, around, and out, no good. And Riggins finally clears the boards for Shoals. Struggled with it, but finally came down with it. And we're going to have a timeout taken as Coach Kyle Turpin will stop it there. His team trailing 22-3. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Rams had their biggest lead of the night at 22-3 with 4:34 to go. First half of play, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. See what happens here after this timeout. Last time, Coach Turbot kind of ratcheted up the defense for the Lady Jugrocks. Only problem is he does not have a deep bench. It'll be interesting to see how long he wants to keep that style of play in the game.
All right, Paoli set in the defensive end. They're in the man-to-man, have been most of the night. Floyd's got it for Shoals. Out to Perry. She'll try a three at the top of the key. It's no good. Ball tipped around. Is it going out of bounds? No. Cruz reaches down, saves it before it gets away from her, and she outlets to Hannon. Hannon up the near sideline, gets it ahead to Smith. She stops into a long two that's good. Banked it in, her first two, and it's a 24-3 Paoli lead. 4 minutes to go in the first half of play. Right side for Shoals in the front court. Perry's got it. Perry drives on Hannon, got to the baseline, and Hannon reached in and knocked it out of bounds.
Nice job by Kaylin. She was all alone on that baseline. She had no help coming from the weak side, so she had to be the person that stopped that dribble, and she did.
Inbound to Floyd. Floyd will dribble away from trouble out to the midcourt circle. Now sets the offense. Paoli again, man-to-man. Marshman gets the touch over to Newland. Newland, top of the key to Marshman, drives in and kicks right side to Perry. Three on the way, no good, spun out on her. And the rebound, Jada Smith has it for Paoli. She ran into a double team, and as she got rid of it, was bumped and fouled.
Right there in front of the Rams bench, that foul will be called on the Shoals Jugrocks, as we mentioned, being very aggressive. Gianna Floyd will pick up her first personal foul. That's team foul number 2 here in second quarter of play.
3:29 to go in the quarter on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli with it in backcourt. 10 count on. Hannon in a hurry now. Finally breaks into front court. Hannon at the free throw line over to Smith. Smith fakes. Now drives in. Leans in. Running one-hander is up and good. She's got 4, and it's now a 26-3 Paoli lead. Left side, Perry has it for Shoals, fakes 3, drives around, and a charge going to be called, maybe on the screen, and might just be on Riggins.
Looks as though that will be the guilty party. And on Dixie Riggins, that'll be her second, team foul number 3. Last time down, the Jug Rocks went to their man-to-man. Looks like they're going to stay in that and go full court pressure.
Get under the 3-minute mark of the first half. Paoli with the ball and a 23-point lead. Hannon around Marshman in backcourt, gets it across the timeline. Angles left, now comes back out front with it. Get it over to Peyton, and she's moving the feet all over. That'll be turnover number 5 against Paoli.
Peyton will get a break as Lily Hall comes in. Rams getting on this run now. They've got a 12-0 run. And all of this as a result of their leading scorer, Jericho Hopper, sitting on the bench in foul trouble.
26-3 is the score. Paoli's on top. Shoals has the basketball. Down low, they get it to Floyd. Her shot in the lane is no good, but she is bumped and fouled and will get a chance at the line. Foul's going to be on either 10 or 11. Take your pick.
C.J. Walker, number 11. That'll be her first, team foul number 1. Nice little play set up there by Coach Turpin. He ran a backdoor cut on the baseline to get Floyd open, and she was able to get a good look at the basket, but just couldn't get it. But she's up there, got her second point of the night, both of those from the free throw line.
Made the first, ready for the second. It's now 26-4 in favor of Paoli. Floyd, second free throw. It's on the way, and that one rattles around a bit but stays. She's got 3, and it's 26-5 now. Paoli with the basketball. Hannon being pressured by Marshman. Spins away from her, will bring it into front court, around another, around a third, a fourth, and to the bucket, shot up, no good. Walker with the rebound down low, and did we have a jump ball called? Yes, we did. This one will favor Shoals.
Once again, though, the Rams pushing the pace that time and didn't get that shot to fall. Nice job, though, by Jay to hang around down there and at least give them almost a second chance.
Perry in backcourt with it, lobs it ahead to Marshman. Marshman had Riggins open for a second, didn't get it to her. Now gets it off to Perry. Perry works on the right side, into the lane, leans in, shot no good, but she was fouled and will get a chance at the free throw line.
Yeah, she'll have 2 shots. This foul will go on Kaylin Hannon. That'll be her first. Team foul number 2 of the quarter, but again, a shooting foul. Ava Perry still looking for her first points of the ball game. See if she can get one to go here at the free throw line.
Perry, free throw on the way, is right up and through. Make it now a 26-6 ball game in favor of Paoli. Substitution, Peyton's coming back in, and Cruz will go out.
Only 1 field goal in this game so far for the Lady Jug Rocks. All the other points have come here at the free throw line.
Perry, ready for the second. And it's up and good as well. 26-7 the score. She's got her first 2 points of the night. That with 2:08 to go in the first half of play. Paoli facing full court pressure. No problem there as Hannon gets it across the timeline. And now Paoli sets in the half court. Looks like Shoals is gone man-to-man. Right side, there with it is Smith. Smith looks down low. Peyton pops free. She tried to fire it back out front, threw it away. Newland comes up with the loose basketball, and that's 6 turnovers now against Paoli. The other way, Shoals is going to be generous and give it right back as Perry's pass was behind Marshman.
You're right, very generous right there for the Jug Rocks as they just threw that ball away right to the Rams bench as Francisco will come in. Aiden wears number 1, and we see that Sunday Asbell, a freshman, will see her first varsity action of her career. Has played well on the JV to earn some time tonight.
And Sunday's got it right down low and lays it up and in just that quick and gets her first varsity point. The steal in backcourt as Hall comes up with it. That's 17 turnovers against Shoals.
Sunday saying right now, this varsity game's not that tough.
No, not at all. Cruz fakes 3, drives in, lays it up and in. Defense came late. She's got 4. Make it now a 30-7 Paoli lead with 1:13 to go. And Hannon picks the pocket of Perry. She's going to go the other way, goes to the bucket, lays it up, no good, but a whistle and a foul, and she will get a chance at the free throw line.
And that foul will be on number 33. That'll be Gianna Floyd. That'll be her second, team foul number 4. It'll be a shooting foul for Kaylin Hannon, who's got 3 points on a 3-pointer earlier in this quarter. She'll be at the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Hannon, free throw on the way. Looks good and is. Make it now a 31-7 Paoli lead with 1:07 left in the first half. substitution, Floyd, with those 2 fouls. She's going to go back out of the ball game, and we may have a lane violation as Riggins snuck in there late. Second free throw, no good. The whistle will sound, and Paoli will get to do it all over again, and the official will have to explain why.
And he will talk it over with the young ladies along the lane, and a little bit of a smile there from Newland as well as Riggins on just exactly what transpired there.
All right, Hannon's second free throw, up and good.
Made him pay for it.
Yep, ABA rule, 3 to make 2. She makes the 2. Paoli's up 32-7, a minute to go in the first half of play. Perry driving to the right side, kicks it in the lane to Riggins. Shot in the lane is no good. Ball tipped around. Payton comes down with the rebound for Paoli. Waits, hands it off to Hannon. Hannon, she'll get around one into front court. Pitch it left side to Hall. Hall brings it back out front, and with 44 seconds to go in the half, Paoli will spread things out a little bit. Cruz has it. One bounce dribble, gets it over to Hannon. Hannon on the left-handed dribble goes to the bucket. Shot no good, but she was fouled. And I believe, is she going to get free throws, or are they going to call it on the floor?
I believe they're going to call it out on the floor. She was able to beat her defender off the dribble. Nice move with that left hand. That foul will go on to number 12, Marshman. That'll be her first team foul, number 5, so she'll get free throws.
All right. 32-7, a 25-point Paoli lead right now. Let's see if Hannon can add to it. Her free throw is up and good. Came in shooting 83% from the free throw line. Not doing anything to hurt that percentage right now. She's got another, and it's 33-7. 6 points on the night so far. Will she get 7? Yes, she will. Straight through. And it's now a 34-7 Paoli lead with 34 seconds to go in the half. Newland, in a hurry, into front court, has used up her dribble, looks for Perry. The ball is loose, but she recovers, gets it to Riggins. Riggins works on Cruz. Cruz shuts her down there, passes back out front to Marshman. Marshman dribbling it around, lost it, got it back, now fires it down to Riggins, and Cruz knocked it away. Still 13 seconds to go in the half as Paoli works to the offensive end. Payton, baseline jumper. It's going to come up short, no good. Rebound to Shoals. Perry has it. She is tripped to the floor, and that will give the ball out of bounds to Shoals.
Foul going to be whistled on Avery Cruz. That'll be her second, team foul number 3. With just 3 seconds to go as Jada Smith will come in, and Avery, just to make sure she doesn't pick up a silly foul in the final 3 seconds, as Shoals will have the length of the court to go.
Yep, just 3 seconds. Paoli will come up, put some token pressure on just to make them pick it up. Perry does. She gets to the midcourt stripe, will launch from there, and nearly banked it in. I don't think it was going to count anyway, but just that close. And Paoli, they've come out and have established a 27 – well, hold on.
Oh, he called a foul?
Yeah, he called a foul, and is going to give Perry 3 shots with no time showing on the clock. Well, we were going to the locker room, but a foul was called in midcourt on a shot.
Called it on Lily Hall.
Yep, the free throw is up and no good. She's getting 3 free throws because it was a 3-point effort. First is no good, so she's going to get 2 more up there all by herself at the free throw line. Second shot is on the way. That looks better, and it's good. Make it 34-8 now, a 26-point Paoli advantage. And she'll get 1 more, and then we'll get the break for halftime. Third free throw, it's on the way, and that one good. So she made 2 of the 3 and makes it a 34-9 ball game. She's got 4 points, and that's the way we go to the half with Paoli up by 25. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
At Raymond James, the financial well-being of our clients always comes first. We commit our energies, intellect, and knowledge to providing the highest level of service and delivering quality investment alternatives to help you attain your objectives. To find out more, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670 in Mitchell today and ask about his pledge to you. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated. Member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC. Life well planned.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity.
At the half, and right now, Lady Rams of Paoli looking like they're going to be able to get their first win of the season, leading the Lady Jugrocks of Shoals 34-9. As we get underway with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we take a look back at first half action. No ties, no lead changes. Paoli came out in the first 20 seconds. Lily Hall had made a three, so Paoli gets that 3-0 lead. Shoals would counter with one of two free throws about a minute after that, made the score 3-1, and then Shoals would not score again until the 6:29 mark of the second quarter of play. In that time, Paoli is able to close out the first quarter at least with a 7-0 run as Jericho Hopper gets a 3-point play, a 2-point bucket, along with another made shot by Lily Hall, and Paoli was up 10-1 after one. Early part of the second quarter, Paoli gets the first 4 points of that quarter, as this time it's Avery Cruz with a bucket and Jericho Hopper with a bucket, made it a 14-1 score. Shoals would finally get some points on the board as Marshman was able to shake free for a layup off the baseline, got Shoals back within a 14-3 score, but then Paoli goes on a 12-0 run. Hopper, a big part of that, as she got a bucket. And then Jada Smith also with a couple of buckets in that stretch. And Paoli is all of a sudden up 26-3. Shoals only had one made field goal in that first half. They got it after Paoli had established that 26-3 lead. Shoals gets 4 straight made free throws. They get back within 26-7. Before Paoli goes on an 8-0 run. That lead was 34-7 just before the half. And then on a half-court heave, the Shoals player in Perry, she was fouled and got a chance at the free throw line where she would make 2 out of 3 with no time showing, and that gets Shoals back within a 34-9 score here at the half. Looking at rebounding and turnover stats from first half action, Paoli wins the rebounding battle by a margin of 16-14. Turnovers very much one-sided. Paoli's turned it over 6 times. Shoals has turned it over 19 times so far tonight. Paoli up 34-9 at half. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be taking a look at some of the individual and team stats from first half action. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2-1. That means for every $1 you give, the Lilly Endowment will match it with
Rams lead it here at the half on the Whitfield Investments halftime report, 34-9. A big second quarter for Paoli as they scored 24 points, which is more than their game average through their first 6 ball games. So Paoli finally able to get some easy baskets in transition, got a few outside shots to fall, and also got to the free throw line. So it was a good combination on the offensive end for Paoli in that second quarter. Taking a look at shooting for the Rams tonight, they were 3 out of 8 from 2-point range in that first quarter for 38%. Came back with their best quarter of the season so far, 7 out of 10 from 2-point range for 70%. At the half, the Rams are 10 out of 18 inside the arc for 56%. The Rams were cold in that first quarter beyond the arc, just 1 out of 9 for 11%. They kind of pulled back after getting into some transition and getting some easy buckets. Didn't need to put up those 3-pointers and hit 2 out of 4 in that second quarter for 50%. And for the half, the Rams are 3 out of 13 for 23%. First quarter, the Rams got to the line one time, made that. They were 4 out of 5 in that second quarter and 5 out of 6 at the half for a very good 83%. For Shoals, it's been a struggle, as we mentioned throughout the game, and what Coach Turpin talked about. You know, when they can get some shots up, it's okay, but they don't get a chance to do that because of all the turnovers that they have, missed opportunities, and empty possessions. In that first quarter, they went 0 for 4, did the Jug Rocks from 2-point range, and only 1 out of 4 in the second for 25%, 1 out of 8 here at the half for 13%. Shoals did not take a three-pointer in the first quarter. They were 0 for 2 in the second quarter. Their saving grace was at the free throw line, 1 out of 2 in the first quarter, 6 out of 7 in that second period. So they are 7 out of 9 for the half for 77%. Rams in control here as we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Paoli on top, 34-9. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
Got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see that.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Good balance by the Rams in this first half to lead at 34-9 as Paoli played 9 players. 7 of them scored in the first 2 quarters of play. Lily Hall leads the way with 8, then 7 apiece for Jericho Hopper and Kaylin Hannon. 4 on the night for Avery Cruz as well as Jada Smith off the bench. Then 2 for Terriana Burkhead and 2 for Sunday Asbell, getting her first 2 points in her varsity career. However, Addie Payton and Jay Walker have yet to score for the Rams. For Shoals, they have 3 players who contributed in this first half. 4 points from Ava Perry, all of those from the free throw line. Basket by Taylor Marshman for 2, and then 3 for Gianna Floyd. Again, all of those from the free throw line. Rams led at 10-1 at the end of the first quarter, outscoring Shoals 24-8 in the second, and lead it here at the half, 34-9. As we get set to wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
This is Craig Boosie, president of Springs Valley Bank and Trust Company. As we come to the close of another remarkable year, we want to thank our customers and communities for their ongoing support. At Springs Valley, we're committed to helping our neighbors achieve their financial goals, from growing local businesses or strengthening our community. Your trust in our dedicated team of community bankers is what drives us every day. Thank you for choosing Springs Valley, where your success is our priority. On behalf of the officers, directors, and staff at Springs Valley, very best wishes this holiday season. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Our halftime show's been brought to you by Whitfield Investments. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. So 2 good quarters here to start this game. Let's see if the Rams can back it up with 2 more here in this second half, have their biggest lead of the season. Right now, they'll take a 34-9 advantage into this third quarter of play. Quick look at the fouls. Cruz and Hopper with 2 apiece for the Rams, while Riggins and Floyd have 2 apiece for the Shoals Lady Jug Rocks, as third quarter play ready to start here at Shoals High School.
And it looks like Paoli goes back to the original starting lineup with Cruz, Hopper, Hannon, Payton, and Hall all in there. And Paoli will begin the third quarter with possession of the basketball and that 25-point lead. Peyton has it. She's on the far sideline, out to Cruz at the top of the key. Bounces left to Hannon. They look for screens down low. Got one, cleared up for Hopper. Fakes again. Shot no good. Got her own rebound and is fouled on the follow, and will get a chance at the free throw line.
Rams a good job in their motion offense, being very patient, waiting for that high post to open so that Jericho could get it and then go down the lane. That foul goes on Ava Perry. That'll be her second and team foul number 1.
And we'll put Hopper to the free throw line. 68% all on the year. See if she can make a couple here. That one short, no good. And she has that kind of frustrated roll of the eyes. Now see if she can't step back up and knock one down. She had, 7 at halftime?
Yes, she did.
Going for 8 here. Hopper's second free throw. That looks better, and it is. That one straight through. And Paoli's up 35-9, just underway in the third quarter. Paoli extends full court pressure. Ball got away in front court. Hall there takes it away. And as she comes into front court, did she step on the sideline? Yes, she did, as that ball kind of squirted free all the way to the side, and she wasn't able to keep her balance inbound.
Well, Perry was right there with her. It had an option maybe to call a foul, but they said apparently Lily dribbled on that sideline out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table.
Marshman, she'll run the offense for Shoals, gets it over to Floyd. Floyd on the far sideline, back out to Newland. They leave her alone at the three-point line. Shot up, no good. Hannon, nice block out. She comes down with the defensive board for Paoli.
Rams caught a break there. They lost that shooter on the defense.
Cruz passes back out front. It got away, and Floyd takes it away. Turnover number 8 against Paoli, and Floyd had her shot blocked as Hopper didn't give up on it, ran her down, and blocked it out of bounds cleanly.
Timed it perfectly coming in from the side. That's a tough play for Jericho, particularly when she's got 2 fouls. If that had been third, she'd have went back to the bench.
Get it into Marshman. Her shot blocked by Hopper, but got it right back and put it up and in. She stuck with it, got her fourth point of the night, and now it's 35-11 in favor of Paoli. Lady Rams to the offensive end. Hopper will run things from the point, gets it to Peyton on the right wing, works around a screen, got to the baseline. Jumper on the way is no good. Hopper, rebound underneath, put it back up in traffic. It's no good. And Shoals clears the boards and runs the other way. Newland has used up her dribble. She is in front court, needs some help. Motions for the help. 5 count on. And, they're going to have to take a time to save the possession. 6:26 to go in the third quarter. Paoli's up 35-11. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Super Burger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Super Burger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Super Burger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Lady Rams doing something they haven't done so far this season. That's playing with a lead here in the second half, so we'll see how they are able to handle that and if they are able to continue to build on the lead as they were able to force Shoals into that timeout.
All right, Shoals, after the timeout, gets it inbounds. Newland has it. She's at the midcourt circle, works her way to the left. Lane opened up. She got to the bucket, laid it up. It spun out on her. Ball tips around and is finally brought down by Peyton. Peyton, outlet pass to Hannon, quickly into front court, ahead to Smith. Smith drives in, leaves it off for Hopper. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Shoals, and the Lady Jug Rocks run the other way with it. Newland to the top of the key, passes back out front to Floyd. She looks down low, nobody posted up. Now she's going to try and drive, and as she got that way, had it knocked away, it goes out of bounds. They say last touched by Paoli.
Good spacing by Shoals. They try that back screen. If that doesn't work, then that kind of clears out the side, which allows the person out on the wing to get a one-on-one drive to the rim.
Inbounds to Marshman. Marshman back out front to Newland. Newland, hesitation move. Now she's used up the dribble. Lanes it off to Marshman, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Paoli.
Couple of Ram defenders right there. It's either going to be 12 or 3, and it's going to go on number 3, Kaylin Hannon. That'll be her second team foul number 1 of this quarter.
That'll give it to Shoals, left of their bucket. They get it into Newland. Fakes a long two. Now she drives in, has used up her dribble, got the ball loose. She could put down another dribble if she wanted, but didn't, and the lane was wide open for her. Now Marshman with it, and a reach-in foul going to be called as she dribbled that thing right out in front of her, and when she did, Peyton reached in, got a little bit of her arm, and is called for the foul.
It's going to be the second on Addie and team foul number 2 in this quarter.
5:26 to go in the third. Paoli's up 35-11. They get it down low to Floyd, reverses, put it up, and it bounced out on her. Rebound, Hopper comes down with it for Paoli. Hopper spins in the backcourt, fires it ahead to Hall. Hall, left wing, back out to Hopper. She'll try a three. That's good. She can make that shot, and just did, and a quick timeout going to be taken by Paoli with the Lady Rams up 38-11. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
Got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Rams have extended lead out to 38-11 here in this third quarter of play. Both teams have taken a quick time out here so far, and we haven't even played 3 minutes. See what the Rams want to do. They've played a little zone early on, but then have gone strictly man-to-man since about midway through that first quarter play. Looks like that's the defense that they're going to stay with here, and that's something Coach Cruz said that they wanted to work on tonight. So far, they've been able to do it.
All right, Paoli up 38-11. Shoals has the basketball out front. It's taken away as Hall picked her pocket. She will run under, and just as she was laying it up, Floyd came back with the foul and knocked it out of bounds, and that will put Hall at the free throw line.
Third foul on Gianna Floyd, team foul number 2. Lily Hall goes to the free throw line looking to get into double figures.
Hall eyes the bucket. Free throw on the way is no good. Kicked out on her. No free throw percentage. I'm guessing that was her first of the year. All right, see if she can't get back to 50% at least. Got one more to go. Paoli up 38-11. Hall's second free throw is too hard this time, no good. And Perry, strong rebound for Shoals. She waits, will bring it forward herself, gets it into front court, hands it off to Newland. Newland dribbling away some time out there at the midcourt circle. They work a weave out front with that motion offense. Pass it left side to Marshman. Marshman with Hall on her defensively, bounces down low to Newland. Newland away from trouble. And now hands it back to Marshman. Marshman, hesitation, reverses, spins to the lane, shot up, no good. Hopper clears the boards for Paoli. She's in a hurry the other way, driving down the lane. Nice pass fake, shot up on the run is no good, and the Shoals Jug Rocks come out with the rebound. Perry has got it. Into front court to Newland. Newland has used up her dribble. Over to Floyd, left of the key. Floyd backs it out with the dribble. Now to Marshman. They've got Newland all alone, but the pass late getting there as Hall, or Hannon rather, recovers defensively. Now back out to Marshman. Paoli switching defensively. Marshman works left side to Newland. Newland, hesitation move, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Kyle Turpin. 3:46 to go in the third. Paoli's up 38-11. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
After a big second quarter on the road tonight, the Rams have slowed down here in this third quarter. They've only got one field goal, and that was a three-pointer by Jericho Hopper, and the other free throw by Jericho. Her the only 4 points that the Rams have in this third quarter. But again, for Shoals, they have struggled on the offensive end. Again, another quarter where they're going to have more turnovers than points when it's all added up. From the field so far, the Jug Rocks in this quarter are just 1 out of 5 from two-point range and 0 for 1 from behind the arc. Rams have struggled inside the arc so far as they put up 6 shots but have not got any to go into the basket and have only got 1 out of 4 free throws to drop here so far in the first 4.5 minutes of this third period.
All right, Shoals took the timeout. They've got the ball and get it inbounds to Newland. She's going to angle over to the right side, reverses to the free throw line, now passes back out front to Perry. Perry, scoop in their lane is no good. Riggins, follow, good, count it. And a chance for a three-point play as she just went after that offensive board and got the ball to bounce in, her first 2 of the night.
That's what second chance opportunities will do for you.
38-13 the score. That foul, by the way, looks like it was on Hannon, yeah.
For third.
Next free throw banked in. And she comes away smiling, I hope. Hope she didn't mean to do that. That's their third point of the night. Make it now 38-14 in favor of Paoli. And the Lady Rams have got the basketball. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Into front court, Hopper fires it over to the right side to Cruz. They work those X cuts in the lane. Pass out front, deflected, goes into back court, but Smith able to recover for Paoli to avoid the turnover. Now she gets it to Hopper, 15-footer, left side, too hard, no good. Ball loose in the lane, and Riggins clears the board for Shoals. Quickly into front court. Marshman, she drives in, had it taken away. Hopper took it away from her and runs the other way. 3-on-2. Get it over to Smith. Drives in. Shot no good. Followed by Payton. No good. Followed by Hopper is good. Count it. And a chance for a three-point play.
Well, the Rams stay with it there. Just shoot till you make it, and that's what they did. And a nice job to get that rolling with that steal, and the Rams had a chance for a 3-on-2.
Now 22 turnovers on the night for Shoals. Paoli makes them pay with the 2. Now the possible three-point play, and that shot is up and good. So she completes with the free throw, and it's 41-14. Paoli up by 27. That's 14 points on the night for Hopper, and a pass getting out of bounds. It was wide of the target, and that's a turnover number 23 now against Shoals.
Shoals can run some good sets. If they can just take care of the basketball, they can go through it about a cycle and a half, and then that's when things start to get really iffy.
Left side, Payton with it, out to Smith at the top of the key. Smith, couple of bounces over to Cruz. She'll try a 3. That's no good, just short. And the rebound controlled underneath. That's Perry with it. Perry will bring it forward, passes left side. Newland spots up for a 2. That's too hard. Riggins, the rebound, fans it out to Floyd. She'll fire up a 3 that spins out, no good. And Marshman finally comes up with the loose basketball and puts it up and in. She's got 6, and it's 41-16. A shoot-till-happy trip for the Lady Rocks that time. Paoli to the offensive end. 2 minutes to go in the third, leading at 41-16 is Paoli. Right side, Hall has it. Closely guarded there, and Marshman a little too close for comfort. She's going to pick up the foul, and that will give it to Paoli out of bounds.
That foul will go on Marshman and on Taylor. That will be her second, the team foul number 4. The next one will put the Rams to the line if the Shoals Lady Jug Rocks do commit one more foul.
Cruz steps out of bounds. She'll do the honors for Paoli, brings it into Hall at the midcourt stripe. Hall angles left, passes left. There with it is Smith. Smith, a couple of bounces, brings it out to the middle of the court and works to the right side, now reverses. She's down the left side of the lane, tried to leave it off for Cruz. The bounce pass hit her on the foot and goes out of bounds. That'll be 9 turnovers against Paoli.
It's not good spacing. The Rams just had too many players close together, and that bounce pass just doesn't work in that small area.
Left side, Marshman has it. Back out front, she passes to Perry in the lane to Riggins. Riggins spins, passes to Newland. Back out, Perry will try a 3. That's short, no good. Goes out of bounds. Riggins, they say it wasn't out of bounds to save it. Shot up by Marshman, rims out on her and goes out of bounds. And they'll give that over to Shoals as well.
Shoals right now, say hi to the Hawkins girls, as they've done a great job. 2 possessions there where they've had multiple shot opportunities. That's Megan and Melanie, by the way. I don't know if Grandma's listening back home or not.
Right side, Perry has it. Back out to Floyd to Newland. Long three. Top is no good. Rebound. Paoli let it hit the floor, then went and got it. And it was Hall that comes up with that loose basketball. Over to Cruz, right to Hall. Now right side to Smith. She looks for the cutters. Nobody open. She'll dribble away from trouble and bring it back out front. Now 53 seconds to go in the quarter. Paoli leads it 41-16. They get it to Peyton driving in. Shot wouldn't fall. Got her own rebound. Went back up in traffic. It's no good and kicks out of bounds. And it'll stay with Paoli.
Addie, a tough shooting night, 0 for 5 from the field, and she'll not get a better look than what she just had on that cut.
Yeah, Cruz hit her in stride with the pass right where you wanted it to be. Get it inbounds to Asbell. Asbell back over to Cruz, and Avery will work it to the top of the key. Right side, she passes to Smith. Smith looks to the high post, gets it there to Walker, fan it out to Cruz. A three, left side is good. Stepped in, knocked it down. She's got 7, and Paoli's up 44-16. 20 seconds left in the third quarter, and a travel going to be called as Floyd moved both feet at the same time and turns it over. That's 24 turnovers against Shoals tonight.
One thing the Rams have struggled tonight, closing out a quarter on a positive note. Let's see if they can do that here going into the fourth quarter of play.
All right. Substitution for Shoals. They'll send one out and bring one in. And Paoli gets the ball inbounds in backcourt. That's Smith with it across the timeline with 14 seconds still to go in the quarter. They get themselves set. Smith drives to the left baseline, pitches back out front to Peyton. Thought about that shot, didn't pull the trigger. Now to Cruz in the lane. Down to 2 seconds. She's going to have to fire one up. It's no good. And that's the way the third quarter will come to an end with Paoli extending that lead, now leading at 44-16. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
3 quarters in the books, and the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard showing Paoli out in front, 44-16, as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Looks like Shoals on the alternating possessions. They're going to start the quarter with possession of the basketball. Paoli, let's see, mostly the starting 5 in there. Smith is in there in place of Hall to start this fourth quarter. Newland in front court with it has used up the dribble. Paoli aggressive in the man-to-man, and they're going to face force an over and back as it went off of Floyd across the center line, and that's 25 turnovers now against Shoals. That'll give it to Paoli right there at the midcourt stripe. Well, they'll move into Paoli territory a little bit, and that's where Cruz will inbound. Does so to Hannon. She was on the bench for a little bit in that third quarter with 3 fouls. Now she's back in there. Swing it right side to Hopper. Hopper to the baseline. Back out to Cruz. Another 3 on the way is just off the mark. No good. Hopper went and got it. Works her way into the lane. And as she passed off, she was bumped and fouled. And that will give it to Paoli out of bounds. See who they want to put that foul on. It's going to be on 21 in white, and that's Bella Newland.
And that'll be just her first.
Hannon lobs it in to Hopper in the middle of the lane. Shot up and good.
16 on the night.
46-16, so she's matched the output of Shoals tonight. A 30-point Paoli lead just underway in the fourth quarter. We've got 7:20 to go in this one. Out front, Floyd with it, guarded closely by Peyton. She'll switch off with Hannon as Floyd drives left side. Scooped it up on the run, no good. Rebound corralled by Riggins, and Shoals will get another shot at it. Perry over to Floyd. Back out to Newland. Newland doesn't like what she sees inside. Now puts down the dribble. Has used it up. Skips it over to Riggins. Riggins close in shot. No good. Would not fall. Rebound kicks loose, and Hopper runs it down for Paoli. Quickly into front court. She's going to fire it ahead, and just too high for Smith to come down with it.
Jada was ahead of the pack, and Jericho just waited and waited till she got across midcourt, but let her just a little bit too much. And Hannon will come in, and Smith will go out, 6:46 mark, as Rams have had a lot of different combinations that they've been able to use tonight out on the floor.
All right, Marshman in front court with it for Shoals. Hounded by Hannon. Nearly came up with the loose basketball, but Marshman recovers. Now we got a collision on the sideline, and Hall stepping in, trying to stop that drive. Looks like she's going to be called for the block.
That'll be the second on Lily and team foul number 1 in this fourth quarter of play against the Rams.
All right. Perry steps out of bounds, lobs it right into Riggins. Close in shot off the glass is good. Got her isolated on Cruz. She's got 5. And now it's a 46-18 score in favor of Paoli. Hopper across the timeline gets it to Hannon, to Hall in the corner. They look for Hopper. Instead, Hall will fire a 3 that's no good. It kicks out of bounds and will go over to Shoals.
Rams lose their shooting eye in that third quarter, just 1 out of 11 from 2-point range, but they were 2 out of 3 behind the arc and 2 out of 5 at the free throw line.
Paoli up 46-18. Shoals has got the basketball. Now 6 minutes left in the ball game. At the high post, Perry fires it down low. It went off of Floyd's fingertips, and it's taken away. 26 turnovers against Shoals, and Cruz to bring it into front court for Paoli. Leaves it off for Hopper. Hopper drives in the lane, spins to the bucket, and lays it up and in. Nice move, and she's got 18. 48-18 the score. Paoli's up by 30. Shoals has the basketball. Right side, Floyd has it. She's in a hurry, goes to the baseline, lost it as she got there, and they're going to say that she was bumped, and Cruz is going to pick up the foul.
That will be the third on Avery, team foul number 2. Hannon also on the floor with 3 for the Rams. Nobody else with more than 2. Senior Jay Walker re-enters the lineup, and Cruz will take a seat on the bench at the 5:32 mark.
All right, Paoli still man-to-man. Riggins with it on the baseline, leaves it off for Perry, right back into Riggins. Her pass deflected, taken away. Hall deflected it. Hannon comes up with it. 27 turnovers. Hannon quickly the other way, stepped through, and it spun out on her.
A little nice crossover Euro step there, did Kate.
Yeah, took that Euro to the left, got herself wide open, but just wasn't able to get that thing to spin in.
Foul on Floyd, that will be her 4th, and this will put Hannon to the line. Hannon with 7 points, all of those from the second quarter of play.
There you go, got another one. Make it now a 48-19 score. As Hannon fouled in the act, she'll get another one. As Rasico will check in for Shoals. Next free throw by Hannon is up and good. Got them both. Make it a 50-18 score. What she got, 9 on the night?
Trying to get back-to-back double figures game, which would be big for the Rams.
In the front court, Newland going to drive to the bucket. Has used up her dribble. Needs some help. Looking for somebody to pop free. Double team. Now they take it away.
Good job by Lily.
Just reached in and took it. 29 turnovers against Shoals. Quickly the other way. Hopper will lay it up left-handed. Good. And it's a 52-18 score. She's got 20 on the night. 4:54 to go in the ball game. Down low, they get it to Riggins. Riggins, shot in traffic, no good. Hopper, strong rebound for Paoli. She waits, traffic clears. Looks like Jay Walker may have taken a bump to the shoulder. She's up and running forward, though. Get it into front court. Hall has it. She's on the right wing. Back out to Hopper. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Hopper drives in, has used up the dribble, needs some help. Hannon pops free, fires it right back down low to Hopper. Shot in traffic is up and good. 54-18 the score. She's got 22 and 4:15 left in the ball game, and that's a 36-point margin. Into front court. Shot on the way by Perry is no good. Ball kick free out to Marshman at the top of the key. Another offensive rebound for Shoals. They've had a handful of those here in the second half. Newland at the midcourt stripe, dribbling away some time, works left, works right, comes back left again. Now she's used up the dribble, hands it off to Marshman. Marshman guarded closely there, tried to pass to the left side. The ball's going to get away. It's taken away, and that's 30 turnovers against Shoals. Into front court, and the timeout's going to be taken at the 3:40 mark with Paoli up 54-18.
I think they're just going to do this for a substitution. Nope, they will let them take a timeout. That's what Coach Cruz called it for, was just to get players in. But Coach Turpin said, no, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to his girls. So he will, with the Rams in control, 54-18, on their way to their first win of the season. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Going back to the end of the third quarter, in this fourth quarter, Jericho Hoppers hit 5 in a row and now has bumped that scoring average of hers. Now up, she's got 22 on the night, so a big night back-to-back for her on Friday night against Austin, and now here on this Tuesday against Shoals, as the Rams have gone to the bench, and when they come back out on the floor, will be Jay Walker, Terriana Burkhead, Sunday Asbell, Jada Smith, and Addie Payton. So Paoli will put Jay, the only senior out there, with all of these young players for the Rams. Let's see how they operate now in the offensive end.
All right, Burkhead will step out of bounds to do the honors, gets it in to Payton. Payton dribbles away from trouble, brings it out to the top of the key. Right side, she gets it to Asbell. Asbell, ball overhead, out to Jay. Walker, 2 on the way is good.
Ran a good play. Way to go.
Yep, that's a sigh of relief for Jay. I know she was wanting to get one of those shots to fall. 56-18 the score. 3:15 to go in the ball game as Paoli still in that man-to-man. Rasico out front fires up a wild 3 that's no good. Rebound controlled by Paoli. Payton has got it. She'll bring it across the timeline. Passes right side. There with it is Smith. Out to Burkhead. Burkhead looks back door, lobs it down low. They get it to Asbell, who will put it up and in. She's had a good debut tonight on the varsity with 4, and it's 58-18. Paoli on top with 2:45 to go in the ball game. Right side, Perry has got it. She's going to drive in. Scoop on the run is good. Count it, and she will have a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, she's tried that scoop shot several times tonight and finally got a good soft one off the glass. That foul going to be called on the Rams. I believe it's going to be on Jay Walker, and that should be her second. They only got it listed as 1, but that'll be the third team foul. And Perry at the line for a 3-point play.
And converts that, makes the free throw, 3-point trip for Shoals, and it's 60-19. Paoli on top with the basketball. Into front court. That's Smith with it to Burkhead. Burkhead looks down low. Nobody posted up. Now they work back door. They get it to Walker. Her shot comes up short. No good. Got her own rebound. Will put it up again. No good. And the rebound finally run down on the opposite side by Shoals. Paoli caught a couple of good looks. Just couldn't get anything to fall. Now Perry driving in. Her shot no good. Rebound. Riggins down low. Powered it up. No good. Shot in traffic is good. Count it. And she will have a chance for a 3-point play. See who that foul was on, as it was down low. Might have been Burkhead, I'm not sure. A lot of traffic down there. Meanwhile, Riggins at the line will wait, and that foul was on Jada Smith, they say. Her free throw, no good. Tried to bank in another one. Rebound. Shoals has it and will get another shot at it with just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game now. And a long 3 by Perry is up and good. Perry knocks it down and makes it a 58-26 score in favor of Paoli.
They're adding them up more than 2 at a time, I think, on that board.
So, it went down quite a bit. It was 40 a minute ago. So 58-26 is what they've got on the board. Paoli into the offensive end. Left side, Burkhead has it. Minute 25 to go in the ball game. That's the statistic that Paoli's most worried about now is how much time is left. Out front, Smith with it as Paoli continues just to pass it around the outside of that man-to-man defense. Smith over to Asbell. Asbell had it knocked away. It's taken away. Perry's going to drive in there, leaves it off, and the shut up, no good. Perry puts it up again. It's no good. Kicks out of bounds and will stay with Shoals as they tried to get Rasico a shot that would go, and she just couldn't get it to fall.
Now they finally get the running clock as we get more substitutions rotating in off the bench here as Coach Turpin will empty it with down to 40 seconds to go.
And the last to come in is Andalicia Stewart, a freshman for Shoals. Clock continuing to run as we had a 40-point margin a little while ago, so that means running clock. Rasico, she'll fire up a long three that's no good. Ball's kicking out of bounds, and Stewart, she went crashing into the concrete wall, and Paoli should get it back after that, and we'll have the length of the court to go. Just 14 seconds showing. Paoli's up 58-26. Smith will walk it across the timeline, just kind of dribble away some time out front, down to 4 to 3 to 2, and Paoli is going to come away with their first win of the year, beating Shoals a final 58-26. We'll take a break, come back, start talking about this one. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good. Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Well, Lady Rams of Paoli out on the road on this Tuesday night before Thanksgiving, and a successful trip out as they come away with their first win of the season, a 58-26 win over the Lady Jugrocks of Shoals. Looking back at this one, we had no ties, no lead changes. Paoli got out to a 3-0 lead. Shoals would counter with a free throw to make it 3-1, but then Shoals goes nearly 8 minutes without scoring. In the meanwhile, Paoli's able to go on an 11-0 run, and that lead stood at 14-1 early in the second quarter of play. Shoals would get a bucket at the 6:29 mark of the second quarter to stop that run, but then Paoli goes on another run, this time a 12-0 run, and it was 26-3 with 3:04 to go in the first half of play. Shoals would counter with 4 free throws, got it back to a 26-7 margin before Paoli. An 8-0 run bumps it up to 34-7. Paoli would lead 34-9 at the end of the first half of play. Kind of a sluggish start for Paoli. The Lady Rams in that second half of play basically played Shoals even for a while. Matter of fact, the lead, which was 25 at halftime, was just at 28 after 3 quarters of play, as Paoli led it 44-16, had a few missed opportunities at the free throw line, otherwise could have had that margin up a little bit bigger. Early part of the fourth quarter, Paoli able to get some things done as they get another run going. Shoals would score at the 6:23 mark to make it 46-18, but then Paoli goes on a 12-0 run. It was 58-18 at that time. Running clock the rest of the way for the final 2:50. And Shoals was able to score a few points down the stretch, made it a little more respectable at 58-26. Rebounding battle, that was about even, 34 for Shoals as they got on the offensive boards a little better in the second half as compared to 33 rebounds for Paoli. As far as the turnovers are concerned, that was very much one-sided. Paoli took good care of the basketball tonight, turning it over only 10 times, whereas Shoals turned it over 30 times tonight. Again, your final 58-26. And as the OC Eats postgame show continues, or when it does, we're going to take a look at some of the individual and team stats from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summer's seamless gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, with a win tonight, Thanksgiving, it'll be a little more enjoyable.
That it will.
The Paoli girls, as the schedule finally eased up on them. It was such a tough start to the year. Paoli starts 0-6, but they come out on the road tonight and take care of business against a Shoals team, which is still winless. They are 0-6. Paoli has improved to 1-6, and the effort tonight, just a matter of getting shots to fall. I don't think they played any harder than what they had been, but when the shots fall, it looks a little bit better. Paoli got out to that big lead early and then was able to kind of keep Shoals at arm's length.
That they did, as you mentioned, a lot of turnovers. That's been the bugaboo for the Shoals Lady Jug Rocks all season long, and that plagued them here tonight. But give the Rams credit that they realized that, and they were able to get into their man-to-man defense and really put some pressure on. They got some baskets in transition, which was what they were looking to do. And, of course, if you can get some easy baskets, you get in a little bit of a rhythm. And for the Rams, they had two really good shooting quarters tonight and two that weren't so good, but evens out to a pretty good night overall in this Rams win. Let's take a look at the shooting for Paoli on the road here tonight in the first quarter. 2-point shooting, they were 3 out of 8, came back a very good 7 out of 10 in the second quarter, but then fell off the pace in the third quarter, just 1 out of 11, but then picked it back up in the fourth, going 6 out of 8 for 75%. For the game, the Rams were 17 out of 37 from inside the arc for 46%. 3-point shooting, Paoli 1 out of 9 in the first quarter, 2 out of 4 in the second, 2 out of 3 in the third, and 0 for 2 in the fourth. For the game, 5 out of 18 for 28%. Rams got to the free throw line a total of 13 times in this ball game and did a nice job as they hit 9 of those for 69%. For Shoals, a struggle shooting the basketball. They went 0 for 4 in the first quarter, 1 out of 4 in the second, 3 out of 10 in the third, and 4 out of 12 in the fourth. For the game, 8 out of 30 for 27%. Shoals did not knock down a three-point attempt tonight. They were 0 for 8 behind the arc, but they did do a nice job at the free throw line. They got there 12 times and hit 9 of them for 75%. But Paoli able to jump out in front and able to maintain that lead and play with the lead to come away with the win here tonight, 58-26. When we continue with the OC Eats post-game report, we'll talk with Victoria's head coach Donovan Cruz. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
As we continue with the OC Eats post-game report, head coach Donovan Cruz joins us now. And Coach, been waiting to say this for 7 games. Congratulations on the win.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we've been working at it. And, we went up against some pretty stiff competition. But yeah, we finally got us a win and did a lot of good things, and then came out with the win we've been looking for a while.
And it's always nice to see, you make some shots and things really start to look a lot better, don't they?
Yeah, and we've done that for about the last 3 games now, started hitting more and more shots. So everybody just seems to play a little bit harder. Your passes seem to be a little bit more crisp. Your ball handling's a little bit better. You're more you're quicker to get back on defense. It just everything gets better when you hit shots because everybody loves to hit shots. But kids are starting to find the bucket a little bit, and we've spent a lot of time in practice, which is it's good to see that practice, that work pay off. We started hitting some. We're also moving the ball a little bit better, and I also think that goes back to hitting shots. Well, now I got confidence to kick it out to her because she just hit the last one, or we can throw it down there because she's made a good post move or whatever. So it is, it's just the way it is. Everybody plays better when you're hitting shots, I think.
And it was also great to see you get off to another good start tonight.
Yeah, and that's definitely what you want to do on the road, especially. You don't want, the home team to get up on you early and then you're digging out of the hole because it's always tough to play on the road. And Shoals is a real scrappy team. A team that kind of has nothing to lose or just, scrapping, and they play really hard. They never quit, and those are the teams that you don't want to let hang around because they're going to get that loose ball. They're going to get that 50-50 ball. They're going to make you foul them late or whatever. Some crazy things can happen when you let teams hang around. So it was good to jump out on them quick and kind of take control early.
Coach, you played your man-to-man defense. How'd you grade it out tonight?
F-.
Oh, now.
F-. I think we kept looking at each other and we're like, yeah, this is why we haven't played any man so far. We got a long way to go with our man to defense. There were times when it was okay, but I don't know. It's just we just got a lot of work to do on our man. I thought in pregame, I hadn't told them what we were going to start out in or anything like that, but they were begging, hey, can we play man? Can we start out in man? And I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I already got it wrote down that we're going to start out man. Of course, they were all cheered and happy and stuff, and so I was like, okay, this is great. They already had the mindset to play man. Then we come out and play like that. Just we're steps slow, and we got to get better reacting. We had them for 9 points at halftime. I think 7 of them for free throw line, and that's just because we were lazy on defense. We had our hands out. We were slow rotating. But we now we got something on film to watch from another team and not just ourselves. And I just thought we let them get to the lane way too easy. They just drove it right down us all night long, and just didn't do a very good job on switching screens and stuff. But, like I say, now we got film to watch, and we go back, and we're going to work on it. We're going to have to start playing. That's what I told them. I said, some of these teams, you're going to have to play man maybe the whole game. Some of them, we're going to have to be able to play, if they're holding for a last shot, maybe switch from a zone to a man with 10 seconds to go, kind of throw them off or something like that. And we got to be able to trust each other that we're going to be able to get the job done. So, there were some good things, but I felt there was a lot more bad things on the defensive side tonight, but that's okay. We got some time to work on it before Salem, so we'll get back to the drawing board tomorrow on it.
And we always talk about matchups, Coach, and tonight you were able to put a little pressure on. This team from Shoals created some turnovers and got the pace going up and down a little bit more than we'd seen in the past.
Yeah, and we hadn't pressed at all this year, and we pulled that out tonight, and I thought it looked good. We got them throwing the ball around a little bit, which we thought maybe, by watching on film that they might. and you just never know how your team is going to do it, if we're doing it for the first time. But we did a nice job with that and turned them over early, and we did a nice job there in the first half of taking advantage of that and scoring on the back end. I also thought we handled their press pretty well. We didn't score like I wanted to on the back end as much, but we didn't turn the ball over very much. And, there's a lot of times, which we talked about in pregame, that we would probably have two freshmen on the floor at the same time. And I think there was a time or two we had three freshmen on the floor at the same time. But having said that, when we had two on the floor at the same time, most of the time, we had like Lily Hall out or somebody a little bit more experienced handling the ball. So we had two freshmen handle the ball a lot, and they did a nice job. They're learning, they're getting there. It's a process, and we're patient with them, and they're patient with us, and we're just all trying to figure out how to get them in good spots so they can succeed. And they did a nice job tonight.
That they did. Now, Coach, we're going to see how you react that you won a game.
Yeah. We had a little test to see how we would react by playing not as good a competition, nothing against Shoals, but, they don't have a number by their name ranked in the state or anything like that, and they didn't play in Indianapolis last year. So we had a test to see, okay, how are you going to play when you don't have a team that is picked to beat you pretty bad or supposedly supposed to beat you or whatever. So we passed that test. Now how are we going to play after a win? Are we going to just have a celebration and parade and be satisfied, or are we going to learn from the things that we did do well this game and build on them and try to build a winning streak? Because we got some games that are a lot more winnable, I should say, or whatever, compared to what we started out. So we got to take advantage of them, and so it's going to be a different film session now. We're going to be looking at a lot more good things than bad things, and in the back of our mind, we're going to know that we end up winning the game. So now it's going to be a little bit different for them to learn from their mistakes, knowing that it worked out. Because that's what you'll have a lot of times, especially with young kids. Especially freshmen watching film, like, well, that's all right. She still got the layup, but you're trying to explain to them, but the next team we play, that kid may be 6'2", and she's going to get that pass, or whatever the case may be. So it'll be different in film session, but that's okay. That's why we play the game, and that's why we play a bunch of games, to learn different scenarios. So we'll have to see how we react from it.
All right, Coach, great way to start off the Thanksgiving holiday.
Definitely. It's always nice to go to Thanksgiving on a win, and the kids should be happy with themselves. I think we had everybody but one score. Right. We had a lot of good play out of a lot of kids that can be proud of themselves, and a lot of positives. So we'll get back at it in the morning, then we'll give them a few days off. The way our schedule is this year, really, Thanksgiving break is about the only time we can give them an extended break. So we're definitely going to do that. We'll come in tomorrow for a couple hours and get some things done and give them about 4 days off, and then we'll hit it hard next week.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right, thanks. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
All right, thank you. Head coach Donovan Cruz of the Paoli Rams, victorious here tonight, 58-26 over Shoals. We'll have more of the OC Eats post-game report. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Rams pick up their first win of the season on the road tonight. Convincing fashion, 58-26 over Shoals. Rams led tonight. Jericho Hopper with 22 points. Good balance after that. 9 for Kaylin Hannon, 8 on the night for Lily Hall, 7 for Avery Cruz, 4 for Jada Smith, 4 for Sunday Asbell in her first varsity experience, 2 for Jay Walker, and 2 for Terriana Burkhead, as Addie Payton was the only Ram player that did not score. Good to see the Rams get 12 points there off the bench tonight. as Dixie Riggins leads the way for Shoals with 7-6 for Taylor Marshman, 6 for Ava Perry, and 6 for Gianna Floyd. Rams led it at the end of 10-1. It was 34-9 at the half, 44-16 the Rams lead after 3, and win it tonight 58-26. Back to wrap up the OC Eats post-game report. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com or call 812-653-7431 and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
Rams have now won 16 straight over the Shoals Lady Jug Rocks in their series. And for the Shoals Jug Rocks, now 0-6 on the season. They will be back in action next Tuesday. They'll be on the road. Tonight's game wrapped up a 3-game home swing as they'll travel out to take on the Pike Central Lady Chargers. And as Coach Cruz mentioned, a little bit of a break here for the Rams. They're not back in action until Thursday, December the 5th, when they will take over the trip to Salem to take on the Lady Lions. So the Rams, a little bit of a holiday break here to enjoy this win and then get ready for a big stretch of basketball through the month of December and January as well. So we mentioned the Rams jump out early 10-1 and then coast on to the win here tonight, 58-26, your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. As we wrap up the OC Eats post-game report, OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Well, again, the Rams victorious, now 1-6 to end up the month of November and hopefully carry that momentum over now into the month of December. As always, I want to thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you girls high school basketball not only tonight but throughout the entire season. A big thank you and a great job, as always, to our engineer and producer back at the studio tonight. That's been Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving holiday as the Rams win it here tonight at Shoals. Your final again, 58-26, Paoli victorious. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Cal Car Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutter. High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Cal Car Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Super Burger and Whitfield Investments.